Let's talk about how to handle comments that people might make about your eating. As a dietitian and an intuitive eating coach, this is one of those things that comes up all the time with my clients and students, where they'll be trying to work on their own stuff with food and listening to their bodies and honoring what sounds good and giving their body what it needs. And then other people will make a comment about their food that just totally throws them off or sends them into a tailspin. It might be something like, oh, you're going to eat that? Or, oh, I could never let myself eat that. I would just pack on the pound. Or something like, you can't be hungry again. We just ate a couple of hours ago. These types of comments make us second guess the decisions that we are making for ourselves with food, and they're not helpful. Also, I just realized that I forgot to add cream to my coffee, and that's not going to work. We got to go back to the kitchen. So the next time someone makes a comment to you like that about food, here's what I want you to do. I want you to say to them, I'm just really working on listening to my body. And just leave it at that. You don't have to explain any further, and you don't have to justify your food choices. Another thing that can sometimes be really helpful is to just kind of change the subject, smile and nod, or excuse yourself and say, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, or pretend that you have to return an important text message or something, and just remove yourself from the situation, because you don't have to get into a dialogue with a person about your eating or about their eating. It's often not helpful, and it can ignite arguments and conflict and stuff that you don't need to be a part of. So that's how I would think of it, is basically how can you opt out of having that conversation and just kind of move on to a different subject as quickly as possible, and to not let them make you second guess your choices. You know yourself and your body, and it's frankly nobody else's business. And if you want more tips for how to navigate conversations like this, go check out my podcast episode this week, because it's all about how to stay in your own lane and do your own thing with food, even when other people around you might disagree.